Alrighty, so the next Horizon 3 Forzathon event is already active, and it will be ending on Monday, October 30th, so it's the first time in a while it's just a normal weekends-long event, but it's going to be our second shot at winning the Mercedes 6.3, which it's a 1972, it's a little bit older of a car, it's a tank, but we're going to start with that challenge. You're going to need to get 3 stars on the mountaintop danger sign, so just go to your world map and filter for the danger signs, and it's located at the bottom left part of the map. You can see it right here. The goal for 3 stars is 700 feet, which that's a pretty good distance, but once you see this, I mean, there's a huge drop off if you get enough speed, so it's really not too difficult. And the starting point though is important. You saw where I was there on the map, kind of at that little Y point in the off-road section, and if you want to use the same car and tune as me, you already know that I got you covered. Go ahead and download that if you feel the need to, but you can use any Mercedes Benz, just make sure it's a Mercedes Benz and not Mercedes AMG, and you pretty much want to go full throttle the entire time. Maybe let off a little bit when you get to those bumpy sections, as you saw right there, but after that, it's basically just don't flip and don't hit any trees. But with this car and with this tune, I really didn't have a problem flipping, and I also didn't get too much distance or too little distance where trees would be an issue or speed would be an issue, so it worked out perfectly. I got the car pretty much on first try after I built this car and tuned it a little bit. And just to prove the consistency of it, we're going to show you a few clips here. You're going to be able to listen in and see what's going on, so I'll be back in just a second. Look at that, a personal best, baby. Each time I did this jump, I certainly got more distance and got more comfortable with it, but there's the Mercedes that you're gonna win from this Forzathon if you complete that challenge to get 3 stars on the mountaintop danger sign. But the next challenge, win a championship in a cult classic, so just go to your festival and filter for the cult classics, and if you want to, since you need to win, use the pool rank perk. It'll let you start in first place, which certainly makes it easier. But once you're in your cult classic, go to any circuit race and you're going to want to blueprint a championship. So basically just force yourself to use a cult classic, and after that just go to route select and choose 3 circuit races. And if you're like me and you already have these set up from previous Forzathon events, it'll actually be pretty easy because they're already going to be set to 1 lap. And once you blueprint that, basically just go run the 3 races. You don't need to win every individual race necessarily, but you're going to need to have the most points at the end of the championship. So each race you get points, and by the 3rd race you just got to be on top, which you're going to see here in just a second. I won all 3 races, so I had 60 points and easily won the championship. And then after all those loading screens that you always have to wait for, I did get the 85,000 credits reward to pop up and the achievement along with it. So the next challenge is to complete 3 playground games. If you do that, you get 3 spins. So as always, private session, private online free roam. Once you're in there, you do have to invite at least 1 friend, but just filter your map for the playground games, and you can do whatever you want, honestly. It really does not matter, but I highly recommend doing infected, because if you do this, you'll be able to actually make them session 1 minute, which you can do with any of the games. But the thing that's better than that is if you have a friend that's willing to cooperate, once you set this up, you can use any car you want from any class, none of that matters. But 15 seconds after the ghost period ends, you can bump right into each other, and that will end the infected session, and that will count as 1 playground game completed. So you just have to do that 3 times basically, and once you do that, you'll win the 3 wheel spins. Now, my friend that I did it with, Rick, he got it on 3 times. After 3 matches of doing this, for some reason, I had to go back and do a 4th. I have no idea why we did this 3 times and it didn't work after 3, so I went and ran it again, We did it a 4th time, and then I got the achievement and the reward to pop up, so it was a little bit weird, but 45 seconds of actual gameplay time, and then you'll be able to win the 3 wheel spins. And that brings us to the final challenge, which is to perform 20 drift skills. Once again, make sure you're in a Mercedes Benz, not a Mercedes AMG, so I just got in my Horizon edition, and I'll just let you enjoy the about a minute, I guess it was, that I drifted around, and I drifted a lot better than I thought I would. I haven't played Horizon 3 much, let alone drifting, because it's something I don't do, but I was having a lot of fun actually with this Mercedes. It sounds good, and it's actually a pretty good drift car as well, and if you do that, you get the 35,000 XP, and all the challenges will be complete. So I hope that everyone found this video to be helpful or useful. If you do have any questions at all, just let me know. If you need help with the 3 playground games, just add me on Xbox and send me a message. I'll have my gamer tag in a comment on this video, but as always, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.